අයිබෝන් ඔන්න ඉතින් මං එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නවා අද විශේෂ කෙනෙක් එක්ක මං කිව්වා ගිය සතියේ මං ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් ආටිස්ට් කෙනෙක් නැත්නම් behind the scenes වල ඉන්න කෙනෙක් එකතු වෙනවා කියලා. So today I have Sandun Wijemanne with me. So let's talk about lot of things. I think even I have a lot of things to ask him. This interview is, I think, going to be kind of a hard talk, not a fun, enjoy chit chat though. So hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us today. So, Sandul, let's start off with you. Tell us about you. Who is Sandul?
So, I would call myself a music and tech entrepreneur, and I am more into the music scene because I fell in love with the music business, and that's what I studied. And I actually have actually like my education wise, I actually studied like information systems, and it's like more like the business intelligence part of it. And then I went into like music. I started like studying music while I was doing that. And from NYU, USC, and then Music Berkeley, learned about rights management, record industry management, music management, and all those like things. It's really interesting, you know. And then I have my like working experience with a lot of labels that I worked with, distributors. And after that, I started this, you know, companies in Sri Lanka and also here, mainly music. And then I also have tech. People don't know about this that much, about the tech side, but I do have a tech company here in US and as well as like in Sri Lanka. So that's Sandun.
Okay. So, Sandun, since when are you in US? Like, how long have you been gone?
It's been 7 years.
Okay, it's a very short period of time there. Okay. Yeah. So, this is out of the box, but would you prefer US or you prefer Sri Lanka?
That's a hard question. I would prefer Sri Lanka if we have the right like political system and also the infrastructure for people to like do something on their own and then you know get success. But that chance is really slim there. But, so that's why I prefer US, like because it's already there, the system is there, it's working perfectly.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, like if the system is good, Sri Lanka, but for now, US.
Okay, safe answer. Okay, Sandun, tell us about Serendip and Bonfire. Let's start with that.
Yeah. So Serendip, I started with Costa. Costa is a well-known artist in Sri Lanka. There's reasons why I started the company with him because he's the first artist like to actually promote the idea of like, you know, music digitalization when it comes to Spotify, Apple Music, when people had no clue, you know. And I love the guy, you know, like he's amazing. He's an amazing business partner as well. So I started the whole Serendip music group with him. But Bonfire Distribution is a completely different like idea and also a different company than Serendip. So Serendip is essentially a music group that consists of music publishing, and we have 6 record labels, different genres, and Serendip Records, Jai Records, Harmonic, Island Dreams, Sahasha Records, AFT Records. Those are like the like labels for Serendip Music Group, right? And then we have Bonfire. Bonfire, excuse me. The Bonfire is a distribution platform. It's not a company where like you come and give me music. It's a platform that you can actually create account and put music. So it's like we put music from A to B, and then it's mainly for like independent record labels and artists. So Serendip also powered by Bonfire.
Okay, so how long has it been since all this started?
It's been like 1 year and a half.
So how's the response from artists and everybody out there?
Amazing, because like from like 1 year and a half, the what we achieved is a lot. And given the fact that I've never been to Sri Lanka for the past like 2-3 years, and
high five,
I
me too.
never, yeah, like you know, like it's crazy. Like I never met the people that I worked with.
Mm.
It was all online. This is all based online.
Okay.
And that, I think that's like one of the best things that we've ever like done, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, and also like the response is like amazing from the artist, because like giving the fact that what we had and
Mhm.
then what we have right now is a completely different scenario, and people love it. It's like there's like an independent system. There's
Mhm.
like infrastructures right now for music distribution, for the
Okay.
labels to like, you know, do what they want. So I think yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, so I did go through your profile though, and I found a couple of producers. They're not very known to the industry. Like they're not in the scenes. Okay, they're quite more of the hidden type producers, but they're very talented. So how did you choose the producers? Like how did it all happen? Like normally, like Sri Lanka has a lot of producers. They got a lot of talent.
Mhm.
So in your production house there, most of them are very they're very uncommon. Like they're not out there into the public. Like
Right.
everybody doesn't know them, don't know their names apart from a couple of them. How did you pick and choose?
Well, I don't want to get credits for that. It was mainly like the artists that we work with, and we
Mm.
saw the production, and we are like, whoa, like, you know, this
Okay.
guy is really
Mm.
good. So that's why we started like signing producers, like we are doing like the artists. And we have like actually this month we started another company called Sandy Presidents. It's
Okay.
mainly like that's what we call like within the company, like internally for the producers that we have. We have over like 15 producers right now.
Wow.
And now it's like a full-on like audio production company where like, you know, we have all the producers, and we are trying to like get them like Sri Lanka as well as like international like clients to work with them, collab with them, because I feel like we have to give the credit for the producer. You know, we want
True.
to like shine the producer, because every time when you see like a hit song, you don't know the producer. You know the artist, but you don't know the producer. So we
Mm.
want to like change that. You know, we want to
Mm.
like build like for a certain like, you know, aspect of like, you know, the whole production side of it, and be like, okay, this guy produced this track, you know, like, and then now he's known for producing this track.
Okay.
So that's the goal behind it.
Okay. So you said the producers need to be, you know, on the shine on the light. But what about the lyricists? Don't you think a track actually goes way beyond because of lyrics? And
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I see is like the
lyrics and melody too. Yeah,
but what I see right
we
now
were we
is
were talking about producers, you know, but yeah,
but
I agree with you.
no
Like,
offense. It's just a question that popped up. But like apart from Serendip and Bonfire, apart from your company, but what I do see is like if a track is out, mainly it's the artist, the production house or the company or the individual, whoever it is, and the producer, they get the limelight. But why not the lyricist?
I think we should like. I mean, lyrics is also there. They're like owning a percentage of a song too, you know, because
True.
you get the melody, you get the lyrics, you get the artist. You know, when you combine, you get the song.
True.
So I agree with you 100%. You know, that's why we have like Bonfire too now, like how lyricists like, you know, have their accounts, get their rights and all that stuff sorted out, and we are trying to like shine this light more for like writers.
Okay.
Right now, like Spotify has a like a system where writers can sign up
Okay.
and put their like catalog under like playlists and stuff. So I'm looking into that these days. So like you said, I agree 100%. Producers, lyricists, like, you know, composers, mixing and mastering engineers too,
True.
and also the artists have to like, you know, get the like the shining light.
Right. So talking about labels in Sri Lanka, you guys made a big, massive bang in Sri Lanka with the Serendip coming down, Bonfire. It was like a turnover for everybody. Everybody was shaken up. Like they didn't know what happened. You guys just took over the whole scenario. So before you guys came in, labels was not a big thing in Sri Lanka. So why did you decide to do something like this?
Well, it was Corona, you know.
Okay.
Like everyone, I was like, okay, I want to do something. And I was like, I want to change something. Like I was in that mood. And then I saw like since I had like the music experience, like how like structure works in a
Okay,
label, did like operations and stuff. I saw this like vacuum in Sri Lanka where like artists are all over the places and they
true.
are not doing the stuff they're supposed to
Mm,
do, and then they try to do everything by themselves,
mm,
right? And I'm like, okay, like we gotta have a, like a centralized platform for everyone,
mm,
um, especially for labels.
mm,
Like I have like soft spot for labels because they're doing so much hard work behind the scenes, and I've seen it. And then the labels that we had, it was like it was bad. It was really bad for like artists.
true.
They took advantage of artists, and then artists
Very
had this
true.
like when we actually started, artists had this like really big concern, like labels
Mm,
and how it works and all that. So when we came in, we had a whole like structure. It wasn't perfect. I'm not gonna say it was perfect, but we want to like give more and more independency to the artist. So that's the whole point about our label.
mm,
And then we just want to like, okay, um, like keep the label and also keep the artist independent. That was the
mm,
whole point. So that's why it was super easy for us to like come in and then introduce this new like structure, like for Sri Lanka, where
mm.
like it's like in the middle. Everyone loves it. Everybody like loved the whole idea, especially even like Bonfire. It's been like 2 months launching that, and so that's what I was thinking. Like that's what we did.
Yeah. So you guys made a massive change in the industry for sure. Obviously, like from whatever I heard, like everywhere it's either Serendip or Bonfire. Serendip or Bonfire. So hats off to you guys. Good job. So just another question out of the box. If you take the media in Sri Lanka, okay,
Mhm.
no offense, but it's a question that did pop a long time back. And
Yes.
if if artists go and drop their tracks down to media, okay, it can be upcoming artists, it can be an artist who's never done a track, but that track is more valuable if you listen to it, but
but,
they don't get a place in the market.
but
It's just the same kind of genre, or if you have a push, you get it through. Why? How can we, like, how can it change? Can a label change it, or it's just
well, artists try to do that by themselves and then it
mm,
got nowhere.
yeah,
And because like it mainly how you negotiate and also like what kind of powers you have over them, right? And media is a mafia, you know what I mean? Like no offense to any media, but it's a mafia.
true,
Like,
it's
we
yeah,
own
yeah.
that like
Mm,
there's so much influence for like elections and all that stuff. So they're strong. They're like these how I see media is like big bullies, you know, even though there's like good ones. Like that's how I see media, right? If you
uh,
want to like calm down a bully, you gotta be like diplomatic, like
mm,
negotiative, like try to like talk some terms into it. Because
mm,
if you go by yourself, you're never gonna go anywhere, right? Like,
mm,
so as a label, I feel like you have a good strong catalog, and then
mm,
you can do a like a massive change in the system.
mm,
Like those are like some of the goals that I have, for my companies as well, to like actually change this atmosphere
mhm.
and like have the relationship with media, because we need media. So I'm not gonna
Yes,
say like, okay, like, okay, we don't
yeah,
need media. We do need media, obviously. And but it has to be like a compromise. We
mm,
are like in two extreme sides, both sides. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And these days I'm trying to like come to the middle and they try to understand what's happening. That's
mm,
what we should do. Not like,
mm,
okay, one side say like, you know what, we don't need the media,
mm,
like we're gonna claim everything, like, media and all that. And then the media be like, yeah, we're not gonna pay the artist, like we're not gonna do anything. It's either us or like
mm,
nothing else. Right. And then I'm trying to be like, okay, I'm in the middle right now. So that's what's happening. So if we can figure that
mm.
part out, I think we can have like a really beautiful partnership with the media and also music.
Okay. Do you think Sri Lanka, apart from Manike Magihite, other kind of genres, other kind of music with fusion beats and etc., etc., do you think we can go to the international market, or are we still
Yes, yeah.
struggling?
No, we are not actually, because right now the gates are open,
Mm,
because the whole digitalization of music, algorithms came in. Like that's how music is run.
mm,
It's not like someone like behind the scenes, like, trying to figure out like music. It's the algorithm. If you
mm,
make good music, you're gonna get somewhere. Like
mm.
it's guaranteed. All you
Okay.
have to do is like there's certain factors, you can't just give up, you can't be like put one song and be like, I'm gonna be a hit. That's not how it works.
Yes.
Like a lot of artists should understand this. Like, there's gonna be like ups and downs in your
Yeah.
like career, but you gotta
Mm,
just move, like, don't give up and then just keep fighting, right? And there's actually people who actually had a lot of success internationally. Like even like independent artists, like I was talking with this
mm,
we have like a artist in our label. He has like another alias that he was doing independently called
mm,
Ire.
mm-hmm,
His name is Sasit, Sasit Gamage. Like
mm-hmm.
he had so much success in the international scene. Like he was
Okay.
showing me all this like charts. He was becoming number one, and I was truly inspired by that. It's like, he did everything by himself, and then he did it like independently. You know what I mean? And it's not just like Manike Mage Hite. There's like songs now placed on Daisy Hits, Daisy Hip Hop, where
Mm,
like we pushed our catalog. Since like Manike Mage Hite opened up the gateways, we
yeah.
pushed like
A
all
lot of
the
tracks.
like all
Okay.
this music to like the
Mm,
algorithm. So I'm telling, like, there's something that's in the works and it's working, you know.
okay.
So like, yeah, it's doable.
Cool. So if any artists, any independent artist or a new upcoming artist would like to join you guys, what's the
Mhm.
criteria you guys look into? Or is it that they just
So
can call you guys up and say, this is my track, check it out, I want your help, I want to be in your label? Or do you have like a specific criteria that needs to be up to mark or par level of whatever you guys look into?
so for Sandy Records, sadly, we stopped signing artists. We are not gonna sign artists ever. Like we are done. Like, we have a good roster. We're just working on our catalog and our
Okay.
artists. So for Bonfire, it's more like a exclusive platform for
Mm,
creators to like show some numbers. It's not just
mm,
the track. Like we need to see like how much of a work that you put to
mm.
yourself, and we want to see how much of a work. Like doesn't matter, like, just even if you don't have good numbers, like if you can show us like, okay, you do music, you do good music, and then you work hard for it to do promotions and all that stuff, like for that, like, and then it will come to like a like a balance, like with
Okay.
the numbers. Either
Mm,
you have numbers, either you like work hard. And that's what we are looking for as an artist, like for people to join for Bonfire. But if
mm-hmm,
not, you can join the label suits under Bonfire,
mm.
and they can like sign you, and then actually from that you can get the same service.
Okay. So apart, what is the difference between a label helping out an artist and an artist
Mhm.
with influence, an influential artist coming into the industry? What is the difference?
Well, a label has like so much, like, as like they control so much aspect of the
Mm,
artist that you don't even think about
okay.
as an artist.
Mm,
Because when artists should make music, period.
mm,
If you go into like certain things, like, doing the video thing, and then the branding, and then finding sponsors, all that stuff, you're just gonna get tired and then you're not gonna put good music,
true.
right? And
Mm,
then you're all over the place. You're
mm,
not putting any music. You just
mm,
put one song, and then it will take like another 4 months to put another song. So that's why we have labels who's like powered by, like, like companies like us, like distribution companies, who actually give so much to artists. We even give
mm,
advances to labels, which
mm,
advances that label give to artists, right?
mm,
And then also labels can
mm,
give advances as well. That's like another part. And right now we have so much like independent labels, which is powered, like, like so many good like label
mm,
executives, right?
mm.
Like, they're putting so much work behind the artists. I don't know if you saw, like, there's a huge boom right now for the rap scene in Sri Lanka.
Yes, I did say,
It's
yeah.
crazy. And like in a year, like this happened in a year. That's the craziest part, right? Trending number one, hot hits number one, like, you
Mm,
see the top 100 number
true.
one. Those are,
Mm,
you never see those like numbers as for like rap artists, right? And that's what labels do to you. Like, they will give you on like placement, like pitching, talking with Spotify, all that stuff, you know. So there's like a huge 360 for an artist that you need to control, you know. But if you have a label, you just have to worry about your music, and then the label will handle the rest of the stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
So if an artist is not under a label, how often should an artist release his or her song?
I would say at least like one song a month or
One
one
song a
song every
month.
3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get to copyrights and royalties. What is copyright? Copyright claims and copyrights. What is this?
It's just pretty much the ownership of the song. I know
Okay.
people try to make it like super complicated, you know. I know like some Sri Lankan like people, they're like trying to like put some singular words and be like, oh yeah, this is this complicated thing, you know.
True.
But it's not. It's just pretty much the ownership of the song. Simple
Okay.
as that.
How about royalty?
Royalty is like a form of payment that you get for your music. It depends on how much streams you have, how much views you have. For that, you will get like a royalty rate from these like DSPs. We call it DSPs, like digital service providers, which is Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube,
And yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you get paid by them. So that's what we call a royalty.
So what's the situation right now in Sri Lanka regarding copyright claims?
Really bad.
Okay.
Well, there's something happening. I'm not gonna say there's nothing going on, but the thing is also like we are circling back to the same question, like media and the music, right? That's what's happening. The mechanical royalties going really well. Like even in like Bonfire, there's an integrated publishing administrator where you can go and get your copyright sorted out from within the system, right? It's working. Infrastructure is there. The only battle is with the media, right? And then if the media is putting any songs, anything on YouTube, we are claiming, like, period, you know? They can do nothing about it because it's YouTube, right? But if you're doing it in like shows and stuff like that, like public performances, that's the hard thing. Like radio plays, that's a hard thing to do, you know? Like it's just, there's no system, you know? Like no one, there's something like building right now, but I don't think that will happen sooner because of like, you know, there's like this big artist who's influenced by the media. So like what like the a company should, like, you know, if you're building a company or like an organization for artists, you shouldn't be influenced by media and go after media and like, okay, you're paying what, like 50 rupees, 20 rupees, okay, you can be like that, you know. If you're like building an organization for artists, like those artists in the director board or whatever, they should like look after the artists, not the media, you know.
True.
But the media has money, so what they do is they put them on certain shows or whatever, and they're like, oh, you know what, we love media, you know, and now whatever the media saying, okay, we're gonna pay this much, they're gonna be okay with it. So that's the situation in Sri Lanka right now.
Okay, so since you studied so much of things around, let me ask you this question. For a track to boost up on any media platform, should the track have a video or a lyric video would do?
No, a video, like a visualization, because content sells, you know. That's a known thing, you know. That's why we put music on memes and all that stuff, because content sells, you know. So it's suggested to do a music video than a lyric video, because people will come up with lyrics video whether you do it or not if the song is good, you know. For example, like if you check like all those like hit songs, you will see so many lyrics video from other people, right? And then all you have to do is just do like official music video that will help people like to visualize that idea that you have, like the song, like the words that what you mean by it, like in a way that you can see it too, you know. That's I think that's a good relationship, you know what I mean, like for a song that you know what it means and you actually see it, and then you see it the way that the artist want you to see it. So yeah,
I've seen a lot of trending tracks, no offense, but it's what I have observed. Some of the tracks are not up to par. I mean, you know, when I say up to par, you mean what it means. Yeah. So, but these guys hit like trending numbers in a day, within 24 hours, 48 hours. It's like par level, but a proper track with lovely meaning or a lovely beat or a lovely video. It takes time to reach up to that level. What's happening?
well, it's mainly like the
Is
the
it the
market,
negative
you know, like
marketing is more powerful than a
no, I don't think so. It's not the negative marketing. It's
mm,
just like people try to do negative marketing like these days. They
mm.
go nowhere, you know, because they can't go up to the trending list. It's just like the vibe that you're getting from the song, you know, like our tastes are different. You
Mm,
might listen to a certain song and then you
mm,
might like it. Like I I might listen to the same song and I'm like, I don't like it, you know.
mm.
So it's just like knowing like what kind of like the generation that we are dealing with right now and then what they're listening into,
Okay.
what kind of songs they're listening into. If you're tapping into that, then you can go into the trending list and do all that stuff, right?
Mm,
I don't think like I know it's sad to say this, but like the meaningful stuff, like all that, like, you know, like the love type of songs, they're not
mm.
doing well, you know, like in the charts.
Mm,
Um, Personally, I mean, I only listen to like a couple of them, you know,
mm,
that has like some meaning. I do like it, but the rest
mm.
I just like listen to some like crazy songs, you know.
Okay.
And what do you think about like heavy metal? You know what I mean? Like people like there's people like crazy fans of heavy
Me?
metal.
No
Like if
way.
you see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, you know?
Mm,
Like it's different, you know, we can't just discriminate it. Like I've never said to anyone say like, okay, I hate this type of genre,
mm,
you know? Like every type of genre is good. You know, if
mm,
you at the end of the day, if you have the numbers, you're making money, that's good for me. I'm like, okay, that's good, you know.
mm.
And that's the essence of music, you know. Like I know people like, oh, you're talking about money and all that stuff, but that's the reality, you know. Like you
Yeah,
get money, like
true.
why are you trying to
Yeah.
hide it, you know? And at the core, it's always money, like
Mm,
copyrights, all that stuff. Why it's driving there? Because of money, you know.
mm.
So why hide it? Just accept it. So that's where
True.
I'm like, you know, with all these situations.
Mm,
But yeah, so for your question, I think it's the generation, you know. I think the times are changing. The music should change too. Like add a rap verse, you know, it's not gonna do any harm. Like it
true.
will help your song actually. So I think that's what most of the people are doing these days.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because rap is there. It's
Mm,
the top genre right now. Like, you know, like it's not in the mass, but it's in where, like, you know, where it should be, the streaming power and all
mm,
that stuff. That's where it's generating money, you know. And the all mass media and all that stuff, they like the mass market, they're
mm,
generating money for the media, and the media
mm.
is not going to pay you. So just, you know, might as well accept that and then go to the streaming side. So yeah.
Mm. So I got to know streaming platforms. There's an issue in Sri Lanka that it's not a genuine streaming platform in the sense like people don't use the streaming platform to help artists.
Right.
They go the other ways around,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they have all that things. So how are we going to help
Yeah.
Sri Lankan artists to work through this?
That's a good question. We're gonna come after you. I'm telling you right now. If you're like illegally downloading music,
Mm,
we are building like so much infrastructure for this, right? We're gonna come after you. Like you'll see, like, you know, there'll be like a point if you like illegally like download a song, the police might show up, you know, you never know. So it's a gamble that you have to, because we have to change mindsets, you know, we
uh,
at that point. I
mm,
was like telling this, New Zealand has less than 5 million people.
mm,
They have 27, 30 million streams for their artists. And we are a country where 21 million people, 1 million stream it's a dream for them. You know, it's
mm,
like I'm like, how does that happen? You know, how we went from that to here?
mm,
Because of the people mainly, right? We are talking about the wrong issues. We're
mm,
talking about copyright
mm.
when artist doesn't get paid.
Okay,
Like, you know what I mean?
so
Like yeah. So
no, go on. Yeah, go on.
that's the problem, you know.
Okay, so see, this is the thing. You have certain amount of artists in under your labels. You have a couple of
Right.
labels. You got say about 100 artists. Example. What happens to the other artists? They don't get what a label would offer them.
Right.
So what happens to that category of people?
Well,
They're just left out.
work hard,
Mm,
show your work,
okay.
because and fix your mindset, you
Mm,
might get somewhere. You know, I'm telling straight up to artists, they have the craziest mindsets. They feel like they like how should I say this in a nice way? You know, I'm trying to like figure that out. Because I might get hate for this, because I'm telling the truth,
no hates, guys. It's just that, as I said
Yeah.
before, it's just a hard talk. Like, it's reality.
Right.
It's the truth that
Yeah, exactly.
everybody should know, because I mean, to be honest, it's no point hiding stuff behind, because later on, no one's going nowhere. So
Right.
keep hard. I
Exactly.
mean, the truth is the truth. I mean, you take, if it's for you, if it meets up to you, take it. Otherwise, leave it. But really, today I wanted to get Sandun down, because this is something Sri Lanka is dealing really badly right now. So I mean, it's a good job that you guys just dropped down, and you guys are helping out. So yeah, don't worry about haters. We always have haters, Sandun.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I don't mind haters. Like when you have haters, you made it. That's how I think about it. So for artists, I would say it's always the mindset, and then the education wise, you just like feel like you know everything. And you talk to your friend, and then if they say something, you're like, oh yeah, he knows everything. But the truth is, he doesn't know anything. They have like this certain mindset. If you can fix those and actually work and put some work, some work ethic, I think you can get somewhere. You can get signed to these labels. You can use our services as well. If, like I said, numbers are there, but if you can show me as an artist that you put the work in, you're working towards your future, I can get you in. I'm promising you right now as
I'm coming.
CEO,
I'm gonna send you my stuff too.
like if you show me the work, I'm gonna get you in. Like I said, the Bonfire CEO, I'm making that promise to you right now for hardworking artists. If you showing the work, and then if you have the right mindset, right, and you can like work towards your future. If you believe in yourself, I can believe in it too. But if you don't believe in yourself, why should I believe in you?
That's right.
So,
yeah, you can't
because
work
it's a
for someone
business.
else though.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a business too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to give my services if you don't even put any works
True,
to
I
it.
guess you. Yeah.
I'm never gonna do that. Like for even my friends and all that stuff, they're like, oh, I have this friend. Can you put it on Bonfire? I'm like, hell no.
Business is a business.
That's
Friendship is a
yeah,
friendship.
business is a business. Exactly. That's something Sri Lanka doesn't understand. They get
I think
offended
that's the
and all that stuff.
mindset actually we have.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
exactly.
my friend is doing that, I can get you in it. It just works that way. I think that's how it has been going through.
Not
So
with
yeah.
us. Not with us. Yeah.
Okay, Sandun. So we're gonna wrap up. Do you have anything at last to say before we wrap up?
For artists, just work. Put your work in. Infrastructure is there. We're working crazy, like day and night, trying to figure out this whole thing. And we built really beautiful partnerships for music. And then there's a future for you, for younger artists. If you want to go into music, please do. Don't listen to your parents. There's infrastructure. There's infrastructures for music. You can make money out of music. I mean, if you can't sing, don't do listen to your parents. But if you feel like you're a great musician, that you feel like you can do something, there's a future for you. Trust me, there's a future for you. You can make money out of music. So just keep hustling. We are there for you whenever you need, us. And and also for people who's illegally downloading music, please don't. You're just stealing from the artist. That's the main message I want to give that for the music consumers. So yeah, so thank you for doing the show. I hope this will reach millions, and then put our message. Yeah,
yes, for sure. That's not a problem. So how can anyone contact you guys if they want if they want you guys to help them to promote their tracks, or if they want to work under you guys, how can they reach out to you?
Bonfire.lk, that's the website that we have. Or info@bonfire.lk, you can send an email.
Sorry, what is that?
Info@bonfire.lk, that's the email that we use. And we have a person for artist relations. His name is Prabodha Lakshans. You can reach out to him, prabodha@bonfire.lk.
Okay.
And you can search him on Facebook. I'm sorry, Prabodha, for putting you on this spot, but Prabodha Lakshan, that's his name. Talk to him. Don't talk to me. You don't talk to the CEO of a company, because you have other things to worry about. But I'm sorry to say that. So there's people actually who handles these requests and stuff. just talk to them and see. You can might like drop me a DM. I might see it. I don't promise anything because I rarely
No
check things.
comments on
So
that. Okay.
yeah, I'm sorry, for you,
I will not
but
comment on
yeah.
that though.
So yeah, I mean, just reach out, and then we have a good team. They will take care of you, and
Okay.
then they will show how it works and all that stuff.
Okay, so guys, go and contact Pramoda.
Prabodha Lakshan.
Praboda Lakshan. He's
There
the
you go.
guy that you can reach out to. Sorry, Praboda, we're trying to help the other guys by selling you, but no, it's a joke. So Sandun, thank you so much for today. I know you're busy. It's been nice talking to you. It's nice to get to know a lot of information. I hope everybody else would benefit everyone else. Guys, no offense or whatever we have been talking to, because it's the truth. It's reality. We have to face it. It's 2021, so there's no hiding behind. There's nothing going on. So it's the truth of music industry in Sri Lanka. And yes, let's hope things really go well and things rise up into an international market where Sri Lanka is recognized around the world, because I think we really need it now. With the music going on, there's so many people, there's so many artists, a lot of things happening in Sri Lanka which is not quite going out there. So these guys are here to help you guys. So don't get offensive if Serendip calls your guys, a bonfire calls you guys and say, hey, you know what, this is the scene. It's just that they're trying to help those guys who are stuck up there. They're trying to bring them out. So guys, please, no offense. We're always supporting you. We're there for you guys. You guys need anything from us, just buzz up and we'll help you around to pass messages. So yeah, thank you so much, Sandun, for today. It was lovely talking to you. Oh my God, lovely getting to know you, but it's hard to catch Sandun, so contact that guy. Sandun just told. So yeah, so Radio Suno Lanka team and I wish you all the best and success for all what you guys do, and hope everything goes as planned in future for you guys. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
And I think අපි දෙන්නට සමගන්න වෙලාව ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. බොහොම ස්තුතියි අපිත් එක්ක එකතු වුණාට මේ වීඩියෝ එක ෂෙයා කරන්න අමතක කරන්න එපා. මොකද ඔබ ගීත ගායනා කරන කෙනෙක් නම් ඔබට ගැටලු තියෙනවා නම් මෙන්න මම හිතන්නේ මේ අද සාකච්ඡාවෙන් ඔබේ ගැටලු සියලු දෙයක්ම හරියන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි කියලා හිතනවා. ඉතින් එහෙනම් අපි දෙන්න යනවා. සියලු දෙනාටම සුබ දවසක් කියන ගමන් පරිස්සමින් ඉන්න. Stay blessed, stay happy, stay safe. COVID වසංගතය තමත් අපි අතර තියෙන නිසා මතක කරන්න එපා. මුහුණ වැස් පළඳින්නත් ඒ තරක් නෙමෙයි, එන්නතිය තමත් ලබාගෙන නැත්තම් එන්නතියත් ලබා ගන්න. Sandun, just give me a minute before I say bye to you. අමතක කරන්න එපා 29 එහෙනම් ඉතින් අපි දෙන්න යනවා. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.